I think yesterday was like the scariest of Sunday scaries I've ever had. I'm just not really feeling motivated this morning, which is interesting because yesterday I was talking to my friend Megan and we were setting some goals for ourselves for the next month and the next quarter. We decided that we want to try to keep each other accountable to these things. So maybe actually I'll do a video and I can like update you on the goals I'm setting for myself and my progress, but I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek. I want to read 1 book a month. I want to cook twice a week at least, which doesn't seem like a lot, you know, to some people, but it's just been really hard to get back onto cooking after the move. So I just want to start really small. And I want to study a language every day. We're gonna work on that one together, my friend Megan and I. So we're gonna work on French because I know that I'm also learning Spanish, and I have been learning Spanish since I was in high school, you know, and then on and off. I was never able to fully become fluent in it, but I think it'll be fun to take a little break and switch over to a different language. I have a little bit of exposure to French just because it has similarities to Spanish and also just from traveling to France a few times. So I think that'll be fun, and I'm going to be trying to do 5 minutes of French a day. Again, probably not enough to become conversational in any short period of time, but I'm really trying, and we're really trying to make these goals doable so that we can just set ourselves up for success. So let me know if you want me to do regular videos where I'm talking about these goals and progress and updates and things like that. Related note that this video is sponsored by Babbel, which is of course a great way to learn languages with quick and interactive lessons. I'll tell you more about them a little later when I do my 5 minutes of language studying for the day. Just wanted to give you a heads up that I am going to be starting to incorporate that language learning goal along with the other goals I just shared throughout this week. I was mentioning earlier how I don't feel very motivated today, and I do get a lot of questions on how to work through that, and it can be really difficult because we all have obligations at our jobs, and even though I would encourage people to take mental health days, sometimes it's just not realistic, which is unfortunate because it's not like you can really plan for when you're not feeling best, you know, emotionally, mentally, physically, etc. Luckily for me, today, the majority of my day is going to be spent facilitating a training for new consultants. And I love and get a lot of energy from helping new consultants at my company, which I think makes sense considering that I have a YouTube channel where I share my information and knowledge and experiences with other people. So I really enjoy getting to help consultants get onboarded. So the majority of today will be spent facilitating that session. It's going to start in an hour, so in that time I need to check my emails that I didn't look at over the weekend. I need to send something to one of my project partners to take a look at while I am going to be out of pocket facilitating that workshop today, and just do some final prep for the workshop, review the materials, and make sure I am feeling ready. A way to clearly lay out what makes a great consultant and to give consultants concrete skills to contribute to their effectiveness as consultants. It is 12:45. I had the first part of the workshop that I was facilitating from 10 to 12. Then I had another meeting from 12 to 12:30, went over a few minutes, and now I'm about to eat a microwaved frozen burrito. I'm so hungry right now. We really focus our time on the story, the details, and the visual concept. And just finished the session. It was a long day, but very fun actually. Again, I really like working with new people. I need to go drop by the grocery store because I have a couple of friends coming over for dinner. So I have most of the ingredients, but I still am missing a few things. It is 29 degrees out right now, but it says feels like 18. So it is really, really cold. I don't know if I am ready. I was kind of mentally prepared for it to finally be spring. So I am going to wear my, warmest down jacket while I go brave the cold. my friends are gonna be here in about 5 minutes. We've got the chili simmering. It's a beef chili with also a bunch of veggies and beans. So I'm just gonna keep letting that simmer until they arrive. And here is the rest of the spread. We have these like corn chips from Trader Joe's. They're the elote flavor and they're so good. I got some corn muffins because I was too lazy to bake cornbread. This is just like a Southwest salad that I, bought in a bag. And in terms of toppings, we have onions, cilantro, sour cream, and cheese. And then I just have some dill pickles for the side as well. You guys are in the vlog.
Thank you! Yes, so excited. Wow, I'm so hungry. Blop, blop, blop. I'm sorry. Dude, you're gonna make her lose followers.
Good morning, it's Tuesday. I was supposed to go for a run this morning. I even had like my running clothes all laid out, but it's like 25 degrees outside. It says 25 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like 16. I just converted it and that is colder than -3 degrees Celsius, but feels like -8 something degrees Celsius. So anyway, I didn't think it was wise to go outside. It's like 7 a.m. I don't know if I said. And I realized I already failed at my daily language learning goal because I forgot yesterday. But I am feeling a little bit more energy today than I did yesterday. I don't start calls until 9:30, so I have some time to just sort of relax and ease into the day. So I'm gonna do my first French lesson on Babbel. I've done some Spanish on Babbel, but I wanted to try out a new language, again, just to challenge myself and learn something new every day. I know that resolutions are typically done in the new year, and we are nearly in April now. But honestly, you can start at any time of the year just to improve yourself and to improve your life. Babbel is really great because they have short, interactive, 10-minute lessons. So that's perfect for doing a little bit of language learning every single day. They also have multiple ways to learn outside of lessons. So they have podcasts, videos, games, and of course they also have live classes taught by real teachers, which you've seen me take before with Spanish. And one of the most important things is that Babbel teaches real world conversations, and it goes beyond just vocab to teach you about culture, people, and history. So if you want to try out Babbel and start learning a new language or improve one that you already know, go to the link in the description box to get 65% off your subscription. Again, all that info will be below, and thank you so much Babbel for sponsoring this video.
Salut, ça va?
Salut, ça va?
Oui ou non?
Oui ou non? So I still have a little over an hour until my first call of the day, but I've just been looking over some emails. I had to schedule some phone calls just with some internal partners to do some project management and project work. So a lot of just admin right now before I get my meetings started for the day. I also just finished my tea and I wasn't hungry, like an hour ago, but I'm feeling a little hungry now. So I'm gonna have some leftover chili from last night. Today is just shaping up to be like one of those non-stop days. Again, I was doing a little bit of work this morning before my calls just to prep. I had an internal meeting to prep for a client call that I'm about to hop on in a few minutes. Right after that, I had a client call to go over some interview questions that we are going to be using to interview members of their leadership team. Going to head into an hour meeting where we're gonna review some content for a workshop that we're developing. And then I've got another call right after coming up. So a bit nonstop and frantic today. I know we've only got a little less than an hour, so we want to make sure we make the most of this time with you all. Today we're going to be really focusing on the content around the scenarios. Don't let anyone tell you that being a consultant is glamorous, because I have just been sitting at my computer all morning and early afternoon. It's like 1:40 right now. I have another call at 2, so I have 20 minutes and I am eating yet another bowl of chili. This is my third meal in a row that is chili, but I'm also not mad about it because, I make really good chili, if I do say so myself. I've got 2 more calls on the calendar today. So at 2, I am prepping with my project partner for an interview, and at 2:30 we have an interview that we're conducting with a client. A lot of times when we're starting out a project, we do interviews with people, you know, at the client's company. The audience obviously depends on the project and what we're working on, but it just helps us to get a sense of what the current state is, what are people struggling with, what's working well, what's not. Those are of course very vague questions, and the questions we'll be asking will be more specific to the actual project, but that's just like a general sense of what these interviews are for. And then once we've conducted, you know, like 10 to 15 interviews usually, we're able to look at the trends and themes that come out that people have been saying. So at 2:30 is the first interview in this series for this project. We usually end up kind of adjusting the interview questions after the first couple, just because we don't know what we don't know until we start talking with people, and then we can see if certain questions are repetitive or we're not really getting anywhere. So always want to be flexible and ready to change things for the purposes of whatever's best for the client. Just got off the call with my project partner and we are all ready to go. We were like getting our ducks in a row for the upcoming work that we have. And now I'm just waiting for the Zoom meeting to start for the interview that we're doing. And for this one, my coworker, my project partner, is going to be leading the interview. So setting the context, going through the questions, and I am going to be responsible for taking notes. We always want to take like really good detailed notes so that we can go back and of course look back at the common themes that come out of the interviews. The reason I'm taking notes on this one is because my project partner is going to be traveling a lot at the end of the week, so he is probably not going to be able to join some of the interviews. So for those other ones, I'm going to lead and I'm going to bring on someone else to assist and take notes. So that's the way that we usually structure interviews, is one person takes the lead so they can focus on asking the questions and asking probing and follow-up questions, and then the other person can focus on taking the very detailed notes, because it's kind of impossible to do both of those at the same time very well.
Pardon, vous êtes Claire?
Pardon, vous êtes Claire? It is about 10 a.m. I am eating some more chili. This is the last of it. I just want to make sure that, you know, I finished all the food that I made. I spent the morning doing some work and then I got hungry, hence the bowl of chili. And my first call is at 11, I think. Let me look at my calendar. Yeah, so I have a call at 11 with my manager, so it's just our regular catch up. And then I've got a bunch of back-to-back meetings. I'm gonna put a screenshot here. They're like straight from 11 to 4 with one 30-minute break. So I probably will not have much to vlog today, just because usually between meetings I like to explain what the next meeting is that I'm going into, but since I'm back to back, I'm not going to have much time. But that is the reality of what some of my days are like. I will not really have time for a lunch break, so this chili will, you know, fill me up pretty well. Done with work for the day, and I also quickly filmed a YouTube video which should be up now. It's going to be about whether I think my grad school and my master's degree was worth it or not worth it, list a few reasons for both. And now I'm going to go pop over to the grocery store so that I can get a few things. I'm gonna make some chicken noodle soup because I have leftover carrots and celery from the chili, so I just need to get a few more things and then I can make chicken soup. I don't know if I mentioned, but it suddenly got really cold. It's like a, you know, second or third winter now. Spring is just teasing us. So yeah, it's still kind of cold today and gloomy, so soup sounds like a good idea. I am doing like the laziest chicken soup ever, so I bought this like pre-cooked chicken. Got some chicken broth here. These are some leftover veggies. And right now I'm just cooking some garlic, and then I have some chopped onions that is mixed with cilantro because I mixed it when I was prepping it for the chili. So normally I would not be like cooking cilantro like this at the beginning, but you know, just gotta use whatever I have. It's 9:30 p.m. now. I had dinner and then I edited a video and just sent it over to my managers to send to the brand for approval. I am now doing my time entry because it is due tomorrow. So every 2 weeks, or basically the 15th and the last day of the month, we have to submit our time. So basically just we have to code our time to the different projects we're on and also do our expenses. So yeah, I need to finish mine because it's due tomorrow and I'm not gonna have time to do it tomorrow with like my work and calls and stuff. So I just need to get this done before I get ready to go to bed and everything tonight. And tomorrow I'm planning to go into the office, so that'll be a nice little change of pace for this week. It is around 7:10 a.m. on Thursday and I'm about to go for a quick run. I think I'm just gonna do like half an hour because then I gotta come back, shower, get ready, and then head over to the office because I've just got some coworkers in town. So we decided to all meet up at the office and have lunch together. So I'm getting a bit of a later start than I wanted because preferably I could run for more than 30 minutes. But I was basically having one of those dreams where you're like dreaming that you're getting ready and doing what you need to do, but you're actually obviously just sleeping, and then you wake up and you're like, oh damn, I actually wasn't being productive. So I wanted to get up for like an hour, but instead I was dreaming about the running and getting ready for work for an hour. I think the rest is related to the second point of like elevation. What are the mindset changes that need to happen? Like what are the behaviors that we need to adopt? Happy Friday. I went for a run this morning for an hour and a half because today in my marathon training, or not today, tomorrow in my marathon training plan, I am supposed to run 3 hours. It's supposed to be my longest run before the actual marathon because we're just a couple weeks away now, or a few weeks away. So supposed to run 3 hours tomorrow, but I am going to LA tomorrow for a week, so I will not have time to run because I'll be on a plane. So I decided to instead split up that 3-hour run into 2 90-minute runs today, which is Friday. So I did 90 minutes in the morning and I'm gonna do 90 minutes later today, which is why I haven't like showered or anything because I'm gonna run again later. I timed it so that I could get home just before my 9 a.m. meeting, which was with the group that I'm coaching for the training that I helped facilitate earlier this week. It's a 2-part training, so we had session 1 on Monday and then we have session 2 this upcoming Monday. And the other facilitator and I each have a group that we're coaching as they work on their homework for the week. So that's what my meeting was, and today I actually don't have any meetings until 2 p.m. So I just blocked that like whole chunk of time in my day so I could actually get work done for like 3 of my projects that I'm on. So that's a pretty nice way to spend my Friday, is actually being able to focus on my work. It is about 9 p.m. now, got my retainers on. I successfully did my second run today and I'm all packed for my trip to LA, and now I'm just gonna relax and go to bed. I gotta get to the airport pretty early tomorrow because my flight's in the morning. So my plan for the rest of the night is to do a couple lessons on Babbel, watch the last episode of Inventing Anna just to finish it. Honestly, I did not really like the show, but I just kind of want to watch something mindless tonight and then go to bed. So this is the end of this week's Week in My Life vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you prefer day in my life or week in my life better. I like to do both of them, but curious what your preference is. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Elle est de Bordeaux?
Elle est du Bordeaux.
Tu es Maud?
Tu es Maud?
Merci beaucoup, Thierry.
Merci beaucoup, Thierry.